Hey guys, if you are noticing the same outfit from the vlog, it's because I told you in the vlog I was recording a Tales from the Jumpseat today. We are doing it the old-fashioned way on I'm using my Surface. I don't have my laptop with me, my big bulky laptop that I actually edit and stuff on. I actually keep that at home. I have a Surface Pro. I've had it for a year. She is lovely. I read, look up stuff, do my shopping, do my work stuff on here. And yeah, I'm here in California, in San Pedro, which is whack because I'm not next to anything at all. We are literally by the pier, the largest port and pier in the United States, which is boring. There is a fish market up the street. I got some clam chowder and I'm disappointed because it is very salty. I don't know if it's salty because of my Saxenda, because I'm on an appetite suppressant to balance my hormones and stop making me eat and have the urge to eat all the time. But it is backfiring because I don't eat at all, so I have to remember to eat so I won't die. But my body can eat up the lot of fat that it has that I want to get rid of. But I got clam chowder and it's really salty. It's like salty and buttery at the same time. There's nothing more disappointing than standing in line for 20 minutes to get your food and then it'd be nasty. After you spent your hard, I had to pay cash for it. So I had to pay the ATM fee. It's so disappointing. But I got my agua frescas, which is fruit water, and I get a refill for $4. And y'all, I may walk back down there and refill it. This is strawberry and pineapple water. It's the best, yummiest thing ever. So let's get into my exciting Tales from the Jumpseat. It's not funny. Well, it's funny for me because now I think about it, I probably look like a stalker in the Orlando airport. But my lashes are all clumpy. Sorry guys, I'm just all over the place because I haven't done one of these in a while. Usually now I'm just vlogging a lot. So, if you notice in the title, I met Miss Phylicia Rashad in the Orlando airport. And no, I didn't take pictures with her. I just felt like I was just invading her pride. Like, I didn't want to be one of those people, but I did kind of circle her like prey. I did. So let's just get into the story. So I was working a flight. I was supposed to work Orlando to Miami, then Miami to Philly. Cool. We get in the van and we get a little ping that we're delayed by 3 hours. And I was like, that's petty that y'all waited until we were away from the hotel to say anything. So we're looking up what's there to do for 3 hours in the Orlando airport, and it's actually plenty to do because there's like 2 strips of shopping. So we all went to Lush and went to Guess, and we had lunch and stuff and talked. And you know, when you actually sit and chill with other flight attendants, you guys figure out like the struggles. Some of your struggles are very mutual. Like some of y'all go through the exact same crap all the time, whether it be in your relationships or family, whether it be like your schedules or what you're struggling with work or how you're feeling. And so we're all talking this and another. We noticed it's an hour before departure, so we're headed to the gate. Head to the gate, and plane's still not there. We still have no plane at all. So it gets pushed back by another hour. Since it was a rolling delay, they would not put us back in the hotel. So it is now an hour, pushed back an hour. And we're like, we're gonna time out. We're not even gonna be able to. Our clock started because we left the hotel. Don't ever let them talk you into, no, your clock didn't start. No, you didn't contact me to notify me that I was gonna start late. So my time started when I literally jumped in the van and headed to the airport. So we're not legally, you're not supposed to work more than 15 hours. So we had already been at the airport for 4 hours, and we still had to work the flight, which is blocked at like an hour, to Miami, then work the flight from Miami to Philly. So it literally ate up our sit time in Miami, and that was gonna make that flight late. So the pilot gets off, and he's like, they're like, we're ready to board, and he was like, I don't know why you're gonna board. I'm timed out. So he was timed out way before, when he got to Orlando, and so we're like, oh shit. And so they're arguing back and forth. They're like, you're not timed out. And he's like, my FO's not timed out, but I'm timed out. And so the FO's like, yeah, I'm not timed out. So we look around, and there's starting to be a pattern. Like all the flights, like the LA flight was delayed. Our flight to Miami was delayed. Like another flight somewhere else was delayed. So we're like, what's going on? There's no weather here in Orlando. So they're just like confused. It's the last day. It's like everything falls to pieces on go home day. It does. It genuinely does. And so we are just sitting there, and we're like, okay, well, if he's not good and this and another, what are we gonna do? So they're like, hey, we're gonna get a new pilot from a different flight. Well, that flight came in delayed, and what they did not realize is he had timed out. He was done for the day. So we look around, and we're like, grand, we're stuck in Orlando, and like the little timer like the departure clock just keeps winding. Like it goes like leaving at 7, leaving at 8, leaving at 5, leaving at, and then finally it stops at like 11:30, and we're like, oh, we definitely can't work that. So it's like, when that happened, our lead gets a call, and she's like, oh, we're deadheading you home. I was like, cool, deadhead me to Dallas, deadhead me to my house. So we don't have to deadhead back to base. I don't live in base. So I chose to take my deadhead to Dallas, which was delayed by 3 hours. So I'm circling around the Orlando airport, bored as hell, because my crew decided to go to Philly in Chicago, because that's where they live. And I'm just like poking around, puttering around. And the lady, the manager who was over our flight, the original flight from Orlando to Miami, comes to me, and she's like, don't look, don't look, don't look, but look right over my shoulder. And I'm like, which shoulder? You have 2 shoulders. And so I'm looking over the wrong shoulder. I was like, that's the store. And she's like, no, my left shoulder. And I was like, well, you could have said that in the beginning. So she was like, Phylicia Rashad is waiting for the LA flight. And I like peer up, and it's like, oh, Phylicia Rashad. And I'm like, I just saw Creed 2, and I'm just like, oh, I love her. I just finished watching Creed 2. I had always seen For Colored Girls, but I just watched it, and I just love her. And like just her vibe and her essence. Her and Debbie Allen are just like these beautiful chocolate grandmas that you want to be like when you grow up, like just refined, resourceful. You don't really hear any scandal. Like they're just like, oh. So I'm like, I was like, did you get a picture? And she's like, no, I didn't want to. She was like, I got a hug though. So I'm like, I'm getting a hug. I am getting a hug from Phylicia Rashad. I'm getting a hug, the hug from Phylicia Rashad. So she's on the phone, and I'm like, I can't bother her while she's on the phone. Like, y'all know when you grew up, when your mom be on the phone and you be, I'm sorry, you be fucking with her and be like, mom. She'd be like, I'm on the phone. That's how I felt. Like, I felt like she was gonna be like, I'm on the phone. So I literally like circled around. I kept walking back and forth and going places. I'm like, yeah, I circled up like pray, just like pray. And then finally she got off the phone. And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I said, I'm sorry to bother you. I was still in uniform and everything, because normally if I'm being deadheaded home or somewhere where I don't have to work after, I put on my normal clothes. But I was meeting Phylicia Rashad before she got on that plane to LA. So I go up to her, and she's sitting down, so I scrunch down with my thighs hurting, because I had just started working out again. And I'm just like, you just don't know how much I love you and how great of a role model you have been to me. Like, I'm like, it's like a plea, and not even just a plea, it's just like a profession of love to Phylicia Rashad. And she was like, she's just smiling, and she just looks like, she's like, Bill, thank you so much. And she gives me this big hug. And she was like, are you working the flight to LA? And I was like, no, I'm waiting on my flight to Dallas. It's delayed too. And I was like, but I just had to come over and meet you and just tell you how much I appreciate you, and, you know, being a positive role model to young Black women. And she just hugged me and said thank you. And then I called my husband, and I was like, guess who I met? Because he had just talked about, he was like, that's my wife. And we were watching Creed 2, and it was like the perfect revenge to meet her after you said that was your wife. No, she's my friend, and I love her, and she hugged me, and she doesn't know you. She knows me. But it was one of those things where it's like, oh, I forgot this happens to us. And, you know, I see like on Instagram when people have celebrities on their planes, and I was like, that shit don't ever happen to me. And then usually when it does, it's like somebody from a reality TV show, like Pauly D. I had Pauly D on a flight. That Sunday from Basketball Wives sitting in the middle seat. Like, oh, Charles Barkley, he was fun. He was really fun. He made me feel very uncomfortable because he talks really loud. But I was like, I forgot that we do have these moments where you meet people, that these icons, and then it actually brings you down to reality that they're just people too. Because what she was doing was sitting there paying her bills. And I was like, oh, she got to pay bills too. Just that reminds me, I need to pay my bills. But I know you guys have missed Tales from the Jumpseat. Hope you're liking the new intro and the new banner. I'm gonna try right now. I'm gonna do it twice a week. Uploads are twice a week. Tuesdays will be Tales from the Jumpseat days, but this is going up on Friday. And then it's reversed this week. So Tuesday will be a vlog day. And that's gonna announce the Tales from the Jumpseat to prepare you for Friday. And Friday, this will go up. And actually may go ahead and go up with the vlog. So Tuesday, you know what? Tuesday, you're getting 2 videos. You're getting the vlog at the beginning of the day and Tales from the Jumpseat at the end of the day. But how my schedule will go is Tuesdays will be Tales from the Jumpseat, and Fridays will be Fly With Me Fridays, which is vlogs of my trip. And then I'm going to start doing reviews on makeup and all that stuff, and getting back to my fashionable self, and then talking about travel and all that stuff. So eventually we'll go 3 times a week. So Tuesdays, probably Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna do better, you guys. You told me stop being a stranger, and I'm going to do that. If you're wondering about my hair, my very long blonde and brown hair, I got this from the hair closet. I love them. They're very affordable. They're based in North Carolina. It didn't take me long to get my hair in general, and I'm loving it. I do think I'm going to put some more blonde right here so I can have a big blonde bang. But other than that, guys, I truly hope you enjoy this Tales from the Jumpseat, even though it's not really anything funny that happened in the plane. It's something that I did that was ridiculous, like circle Phylicia Rashad like a megalodon. Like, it was crazy. I was getting a hug. I promise you that. But I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, and stay fly. Bye.